very dark man was in Aba. It was in the drug market, which happens to be the biggest market in West Africa. And what he revealed are heart-shattering. Each shop is asked to pay 700,000, and we have over 5,000 Igbo men there. NDLEA told us, or NAFDAC told us, that the market was closed down because of fake drug trafficking. Now, they are not leaving anybody out. Everybody have to pay 700,000. If you do the calculation, that is 1,000 BBM on 700 million. 2,000 will be 1.4 billion. That means this is like 3 billion naira from these Igbo men who are just trying to do a business. Is NAFDAC not just supposed to go there and pick the guys that are doing the fake drugs? Is that not what they're supposed to do? What Very Dark Man did is what all Nigerians must begin to do. In fact, Very Dark Man challenged the president. He said, if you can go and close the market because you feel some of them are into fake drugs, then why has Tinubu not ordered the Nigerian army or the Nigerian police to go and close down cattle markets, cow markets, where Fulanis gather their farms? Because we know the havoc the Fulani herders have been doing across Nigeria. You know, we all see, we all know how the Fulanis have been grabbing lands, how they have been killing people. In fact, now they even come out and tell us that Nigeria is the citadel of Fulanis. Not just Nigerian Fulanis, so Fulanis all across Africa. That any Fulani man that feels denied in any country, come to Nigeria, you are welcomed. Watch what VDM said about it, and afterwards we'll continue the analysis.
Alright, so this is my first time in Anambra State. I've never been here before, and a very important thing brought me here. Now, what brought me here is the extortion and what I call stealing from NAFDAC. And I want to call them out so that they will stop. Because what you people are doing here is evil and a very big extortion. And from this video here, we will put up on a must stop. There's no two ways about it. Now, what happened in this market? This is the biggest drug market in Nigeria, am I right?
Yeah. West Africa, South.
West Africa.
Yeah.
Right. Now what happened? NAFDAC came here in February to shut it down.
February 8th.
February 8th to shut it down. This market has over 5,000 shops.
Yes.
Right, listen. Over 5,000 shops. They locked it because they claim fake products. Right. Now, after 2-3 months, the people said, please, it is not all of us that you found fake products with. You understand? Not all of us carry fake products. Why would you now lock all the shops? Which also does not make sense. But at the end of the day, these people stayed about 2 months. 2 months, 4 months. Boys down. They spent over 2 months in their houses. Nothing to do. The market was locked. 3 good months. Eventually, NAFDAC came. NAFDAC came and said, okay, you are going to pay 500,000 if you want us to open your shops. After 500, they moved it to 700.
After 2 weeks,
they moved it again to pass you. Now, yes, they came and said, pay 500,000 and we'll open your shops for you. Now, this is the first question. NAFDAC, for you people to say, they should pay 500,000. Does that mean you are giving them a guarantee to go and produce more fake drugs? That's the first question. If truly they carry fake drugs, where are the people that you caught? Yes. Are you not supposed to prosecute them? Why the people that are selling the original drug continue their business? Yes. So you shut down a big market like this that supply drugs for Nigerians that are sick in the hospitals. For your selfish interest and for stealing, because this is stealing. Now, as I speak to you now, a lot of shops are locked, and I'll take you around the market. Because you have to pay 700,000. Example, this is a receipt of one person, and a lot of them here also have receipt of what they are paying. And if you don't pay, you cannot enter the market or you cannot use your shop. Yes. My problem now is this. Why I came to this market is this. I came to this market today not because of the 700,000, but because I know that if you let them collect this one now, they will come back again after 2 years to close this market and sit down this to pay 700,000. And that is stealing. that, you can't do this. The only way you will do this, I will engineer these people to sue you people now.
Yes.
They'll bring that representation, they'll take you to court.
Yes.
You provide the people that suffer with drugs, you prosecute them, and this extortion of collecting 700,000 will not work.
Yes.
The mistake you will wait. The mistake, I will blame all of you in this market. They say, bro, I will blow you.
Yo, shut the fuck up!
The mistake these people made, I had over 1,000 people have paid. Now, if you calculate 700,000 times 1,000, you know what be that?
It's zero. What is zero?
Wait.
What is billion?
Wait.
Your phone cannot calculate itself.
Wait. Now, all these people now don't pay. That's the fuck up they do. Because when you pay, you give them more mind. People don't understand on the ground. You know, pay lawyers, you don't pay. This injustice will not happen. Because this is injustice. And this is stealing. We'll go around the market. Like I said, this is one receipt. Everybody here will open themselves get their receipts. And 700,000 that they pay. Why? President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, I am with this. Yes. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Now you see the problem I have. I don't like to play tribal card, but I'll play it now. What is the tribal card? For not when I just stay. There are killings. Allegedly by the headsmen. You never ever go wrong when they say cow. This was the sell drugs. I believe, yes, me self agree. Say there's no way you will not see people that sell fake drugs. But it will not be all of them that sell fake drugs. You understand? So I'm calling on the authorities and I'm calling on NAFDAC. Open their shops for them. Else, there'll be a protest that will break all the doors. We will break all the doors. We will give you time. All the people don't pay, no problem. But the many people cannot pay. If not, we go do the protest land in Anambra. This is my first time in Anambra. I'm supposed to have my wait. We'll give you 2 days. You can't do this in 2 days. Listen to me, nobody should pay again. Wait. We will not come back now. If they don't arrest anybody, all of us will not say. That's the end. Now let's go around the shop. Let's see. Now
Very soon, Nigeria will experience its revolutionaries, and this will be led by true Nigerians. Whether you're Igbo, whether you're Hausa, whether you're Yoruba, it will be done by the Nigerians at their own time and with their own will. Just this morning, Peter Obi released a very thunder-striking communique or response to Sowore, asking Sowore that if truly you want a revolution, then I am not the person you should attack, but the guy on stage. I mean, I took my time today to look at it, and like some of you might know that sometimes I support Sowore for his agenda for Nigerians to have new constitution. But I haven't listened to what is going on. How could you insinuate that Peter Obi went to Rome and he begged Tinubu for the current Fidelity Bank saga? You know, cooking up stories and lying against an Igbo man has become the pattern. You know, this is becoming clear and clear that a Sowore who would say that there's a secret memo in Aso Rock that it is written that no Igbo man should ever get into this corridor of power. You know, these are his words. And at this stage, everybody's confused. Even those that support Sowore, like myself, those that support Obi are, of course, hitting hard with facts and figures that Sowore, if you cannot present a video recording or a picture or whatever that fully represents that Peter Obi went to beg Tinubu, then of course you are nothing but a blackmailer in chief. And I am also asking Eshowore that it is a pity that how Peter Obi challenged you, you have not been able to present that evidences. So it is clear to me, could it be a situation whereby these people are all working for Tinubu? There was a time that there were rumors that Tinubu and Mazi Nnamdi Kanu worked together. During the election time, so many people said that Simon Ekpa was working for Peter Obi, for Tinubu, because that time Simon Ekpa boys in the southeast were on a full rampage. There was a poster that I saw on social media that had Tinubu's flyers, but right underneath there was a picture that showed Simon Ekpa. So everybody started adding one or two together, like, what is going on? Why is Peter Obi the target? And Peter Obi, who is currently the most influential Igbo man in Nigeria, why does he have to be attacked from every angle, and yet nobody can bring forth an evidence to show that truly this guy is corrupt? You see, Nigeria as it stands, we need truth sayers, not liars. I challenge Ore, if he must wash himself clean, right, he needs to present an evidence, because going around and bringing such heavy allegations against an Igbo man, right? Because why would Eshowore continue to attack Peter Obi? It is suspicious, heavily suspicious. And Peter Obi, in his write-up, said that he understands that Eshowore is a bad guy, the dirty media guy for Tinubu. That this was how they did against Jonathan, who was an Igbo man, or by extension, let me just say South, and there were so many types of propaganda campaign of calumny that, in fact, while Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala was there, the Eshowore called her, and this was confirmed by Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala. Now Eshowore called her in the middle of the night, threatening her, asking her that why will she be paid in dollars, that she is a stooge and she will be put in her place. So you see, we are in the era of media war. And all of these things, they are doing it because they want to tarnish the image of the Igbos in Nigeria. Cooking up stories that are untrue, no single iota of fact in the revelation by Showere's Sahara Reporter news outlet. It simply means that, listen, if Peter Obi must surmount this, he must also go into what we call propaganda. He has no choice. He spoke today, and I want to take back my word when I said Peter Obi was spineless. I couldn't literally believe when I read that these are the tweets of an Peter Obi, and indeed the Igbo-ness in him is beginning to come out. The Igbo-ness in him is beginning to show forthwith. And I commend him for that. And in response, we have seen APC. You see, it is crazy. It is sincerely crazy that the APC Ronus and Rascals and minions are the one defending Showore for the world to see. In fact, APC is a demonic party, a demonic political party. The point that the APC are the ones rejoicing, think they can use this for their own political gains, not even the supposed Showore supporters. It simply shows that Peter Obi would have to contend with Eshowore in terms of media propaganda, and we know that if Peter Obi goes to the court, there's no way he will win that case. Apparently, because connecting the dots, Eshowore has so many court cases. However, this guy works freely. We see how he harassed the police. We see how he does many things, and yet again, we ask ourselves, why has this guy been untouchable? I'm trying to add one or two together. I am not saying I believe Showore is working for Tinubu, and I am not disputing that Showore is working for Tinubu, because in the last 3 days or 4 days, there has been a back and forth on on Peter Obi, and massively coming from the camps of the AAC, which is the party of Showore camp. Another gist is the AAC political party since its establishment 5 years ago. I've not won any significant political position aside a councillorship, which was probably ceded to them just to remain in the game. No, so you adding this thing together. Why is an Igbo man? Why is the Igbo man always at the receiving end in Nigeria? A man who we thought was true and real, Showore, he actually, shall I say, libel? Yeah, he lied against Epitobi because is it because he's an Igbo man? But yet again, we'll see a Showore that wants to go to the hearing of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. I mean, there are so many submissions out there. People say that he's only doing that because he's simply chasing clouds. Upon this, I had to take my time. I went online, I went to the street to get people's reaction. Please, let's listen to people's reaction about this matter together.